Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update, and we're looking at the week of October 30th through November 6th, though these are all timeless. So if you do come across this outside that time frame, trust your intuition that it brought you here, and there are definitely messages for you. Now, we are looking at here coming out of the solar eclipse of the new moon in Scorpio last week on October 25th. And then we're right in the middle of the eclipse because we're headed off into the lunar eclipse for that full moon in Taurus that is coming up on November 8th. So we've got this lunar eclipse energy, the solar eclipse energy we're coming off of and going into. An eclipse is all about change. It's all about movement and almost like oddity. What is happening? Because usually the sun is shining beautiful, bright in the sky, but then a solar eclipse comes and we're like, what's happening? What's moving in front of the sun? Where did the sun go? And same thing with the lunar eclipses at night. The moon beautiful in the sky. Wait, what's happening? Why is it dimming? Why did it disappear? Oh, there it is. It's coming back. And so it is about these changes that are happening. And I do want to try something different for a couple months maybe. But, when there's a full moon and a new moon, during those weeks, I do the full moon and new moon alerts and talk about the moon energy and how it's impacting us. And we pull cards according to that. But in the off weeks, in addition to talking about, any kind of planetary effects that Spirit wants us to know about, I'm also going to have themes for the 2 off weeks. 1 week will be like love and relationships and what's going on with our heart. And then the other will be life purpose, career, our worth, and what's going on with that. So for this one, we are going to focus on the life purpose and career and worth subject, asking with all this lunar energy, all this eclipse energy, what does Creator and Spirit want us to know about our life purpose, our worth, our careers? That's changing. Of course, I pull cards for each individual zodiac sign, so we'll jump into your sign right now. All right, Sagittarius, this is your weekly energy update, and we are going to start off with a card here from the Cosmic Journey Oracle. And any of the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below, so if any of them catch your eye and you do want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. So let's take a look here and see what Creator and Spirit want you to know about your life purpose, your career, your worth. What is a changing? So let's see here. For our Sagittarius, what would you like them to know, please? All right, this is the one right here. And you have, out of the mess comes elegant order. Love it, love it, love it. Card number 20, we'll put that right here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. It says, everything looks messy in the middle. If you knew that, you would be more allowing of the messes that show up. The universe is always seeking order and novelty at the same time. The novelty creates new ideas, pathways, and variations. And the order creates coherence and consistency. Realize that the chaos, confusion, and turmoil are exactly what's needed now. Otherwise, you'd come to the exact same thought that thousands of others have had before you. Nobody thinks they want a mess, but what if that is necessary to create something bigger and grander? Baking is full of broken eggs and spilt flour, but then the alchemical process turns our mess into a delicious cake. Don't sweep the mess under the rug. Embrace, acknowledge, and appreciate each one. It's reassuring to know that there are no breakthroughs without breakdowns. You cannot clean up a mess. It has to be reconceived, transformed, and transcended into another elevated creation. Wow. Beautiful. The cosmic catalyst question for this one is, what are the ways I can fully appreciate my biggest so-called mess right now? And a cosmic checkbox, which is something you can do if it resonates, says, List all the messes in your life along with 3 ways you appreciate each one. Wow, that's a nice approach. So you can do that if that resonates, but what a beautiful message coming in here, allowing you to see that what may feel like a mess right now in your life is a broken egg. It's some spilt flour that's baking this beautiful cake that is you, and that sometimes things do have to get removed and brought in, or, in the middle of the messy stage as it's growing. Like bread is all this lumpy, sticky dough, but after it finishes in the oven and is what it is, you're like, oh my gosh, smells good, looks great, but if you taste like bread dough, it cannot taste good at the time. It's in process, and I like that. We're also going to pull from the Dreamers cards here and to see what else that Spirit would like all you Sagittarius to know. Let's see. What else for our Sagittarius, please? Okay, I feel like they want this one right here. Okay. And it says, I know that worrying only blinds me from the beauty that is all around me. I am not stressing. Yeah. So this definitely is a cohesive message about what are you grateful for of what's happening and unfolding, realizing that it is unfolding for you and that things are going to turn out the way that by the ingredients that have been entered in. It just sometimes takes time for you to see the end result, because it does take time to unfold, does take time to bake. So we'll also use these lights. Here's tarot, and let's see what else Creator and Spirit would like all you Sagittarians to know. All right, so what else for Sagittarius, please? Okay, they do want these 2 here. They do want these 2 here. And they do want these top 2 here and this one in the middle. All right. So let's just get these scooched. Let's see what we have here. So you got the Temperance. Balance and patience, the alchemist that it was talking about here. Normally they have like 2 cups that they're going back and forth with, which is all that alchemical process that it was talking about. Having patience with it as it unfolds. It is unfolding perfectly. It just takes time in the oven. So definitely reaffirmation there. And you do have the Knight of Swords. Swords are your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations, a lot of the mental energy coming in. And the knights all have a quest. This particular knight is in pursuit of higher truths, capital T truths, that are rooted in unconditional love, because when they get that sword, they're also able to cut away and slice away the small T truths that no longer serve them. So part of this process, it almost feels like gold and dross. Dross are the impurities in gold, and as they turn up the heat, more stuff floats to the top and they scoop it off, and they turn up the heat more dross impurities come to the top and they scoop them out. And I feel like there's this working out here during this process of thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you, that you're ready to let go here, that you're ready to move forward. And so part of that mess is that some things in your life are being challenged that are making you feel uncomfortable, because they're thoughts and beliefs you've had for so long that it kind of feels like some things are shaking your foundation. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you also have the Knight of Cups. So a lot of action also happening in your life here. Even though there's it's patience, there's a lot of movement. It's like, even though the bread is not done yet, there is a movement. The bread is rising, right? And I feel like, because you're having a change of thought and change of heart too within these, there's movement in your emotions, there's movement in your understanding as you're going through this mess here. You're realizing what is making you feel emotionally fulfilled and what is not. You're also what is making you mentally feel fulfilled and what is not. So there is this working out of things. The mess is having its purpose for sure. Yeah, because here's the Eight of Pentacles. So it makes sense here with all this movement. You're also moving up in the outside world. as you're going through this process, things will be changing in your physical world. This is like someone who's an apprentice who is learning the process of becoming a blacksmith, right? Because they're being trained by a master blacksmith. You're doing all the work, you're investing all the time, and here's all the cycles of the moon and stuff too, that things are unfolding in the timely place. And don't be afraid that, things are not going to change in the outside world. They will, because of what you're doing here. You're going through this mess, you're going through this uncomfortable feeling, what's maybe feeling out of balance, but things are balancing out. Things are, it's patience and timing. It will get there because of the cycles. So trust it, because when it happens, then movement will happen. You'll move from that apprentice to the master. And then you have the magician. Yeah. So whatever you focus on is what grows. The magician is your higher self. You can see by the infinity symbol here. You're the conduit. You're bringing this beautiful energy through you and into the world. You have everything you need to make your dreams come true, including the patience. I know. But, this is this power of whatever you focus on. So if you're focusing on the mess, then the mess gets bigger. But if you're focusing on what you're grateful for within the mess, and what you are wanting to draw into your life, then that expands instead. So focusing on lack and what you don't want in your life makes that grow. Focusing on what you're grateful for and what you do want in your life makes that grow instead. And that magician card is showing you that you have that ability to focus your energy, and whatever you focus on makes the mess. It's like turning up the heat a little bit in the oven. When you're focusing on what you're grateful for, it bakes faster. But if you focus on the negative, the electricity goes out and the oven shuts off, or the heat goes down, and it takes longer for the bread to break. Bake, not break. We did talk about breakdowns, but for the bread to be ready. And then you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is about leaving behind the emotions that no longer serve you. You do have two eights here, which are about moving up and the understanding, having this flow in the area of your life. I like the way they have this here, because they have a little bowl that's on fire here. And it's like they did a ritual of writing down the emotions that they are done with and want to leave behind, which we kind of knew about with this Knight of Cups. And you have this action. You're walking away into the sunlight, for which the Nine of Cups is what comes after the Eight of Cups. That's where this person's walking off to, which is emotional or wish fulfillment. And so this is perfect with how this is unfolding here. If you're leaving behind the things that no longer serve you, allowing the mess to work itself out, using your energy in the way that is the most beneficial for you, allows you to make movement in these areas. And then you have the King of Pentacles. Yep. So just life fulfillment overflowing. One of the big things the king teaches is when he was looking outside of himself for his worth, definition of his worth, he felt unstable. His worth felt unstable because he's told to look in relationships, situations, and things to define it. And those things are unstable. Relationships, people change or they pass away. Situations like job, education, etc., never stay the same. And then things, our bodies, our bank accounts, possessions, those things break down, deteriorate, blow up, burn down, or stolen. And so we learn that all that stuff in the outside world, one, takes a long time. It takes you out of balance. It makes you feel unstable. And things are always changing. But when he got disappointed enough in the outside world, he did turn inward. And when he was focusing inward and upward in his heart, he found the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. Eternal, pretty stable, unconditional, stable as well, because there's nothing you can do to lose it, because there's not even one condition, right? So he finds this wholeness and this completeness that's within him that helps bring stability. It helps bring, and this is the baked bread. Right now you're going through this mess. You're figuring things out. You're going through this alchemical process where you're taking things back and forth in your thoughts and your beliefs and your emotions, and you're understanding what it is you want in life, who you are in your life, and you're taking your power here, and it's unfolding for you here, bringing you to this point. This will be the baked bread. So they're showing you it's worth it to get to that, even though it feels like a mess as you're sorting things out. What is of unconditional love of the higher realms, and what is of the fear of losing conditional love of the human realm? And then your last card is going to be from the You Are Awesome deck. We'll see what the final message that Creator has for all of you. So for our Sagittarius, what is your final message for this reading for him? Okay, this is this one right here. All right, and you got, my middle name is Proton, always constant, always positive. You are welcome, electrons. So they're talking about your energy here, using this energy, trying to stay constant and positive, allows things to change in such a more fast manner for you. You get to the baked bread faster. But I love this adventure. I love this journey, allowing life to be messy as you go through the process here of the baking bread. And then once it's done, you'll be so grateful for the end result and who you are and how you feel about yourself as well. So love this for you. If you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. If you don't want to miss out on any of those and get a notification immediately when they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then clicking that subscribe button gives you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, there is this option for all. And if you select that, one, you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on the channel, but two, you'll also be notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free live readings. I know, I go every single day, and then actually twice a day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you haven't stopped by to say hi and check it out, I'd love to see you and see if we can get you a free reading in there. Also, doing all these things that I mentioned does help spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy excited it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. These are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings as well, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, Sagittarius, as you go through this amazing, messy baking period, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.